Hey, what's up, guys? Just got done eating. I haven't ate all day, so that was good. Oh, man. If I didn't have to eat, shower, I'd be good. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Yeah, I ate. I feel so much better. I know it's important. I know. But I'm just saying, if I didn't have to, then yeah, or sleep too. What the hell's going on? Oh, did you guys see that? Oh shit.
Something to fucking say, me?
Oh shit.
What?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shoot. What happened? Oh my god. Yeah, I think you accidentally put subscribers only or members only. Can you change that, please? There you go. Dang, he got out. Oh, that was wild. That was wild. No, he's not talking to me. Dang, I was ready too. I was ready. Oh, he's heated. I'm gonna get out of his way. I'm gonna get out of his way. It's that truck right there in front of me. Woo! Well, I was ready because he came out of the truck. So I have something here in my truck that's, little protection, little protection. No, I'm good. He pointed at the other guy. He's like, the other guy, and I'm like, oh, okay. That was funny. Did you see the huge street trailer FedEx drop off waters and drinks to JLR and friends? Oh, that's cool. Nice. I don't even know where I'm going, to be honest. He needs a dinner, huh? He needs a hug. He needs a hug. Yeah, you're right. Oh, the guy's in front of me. I want to get away from that guy. Plus, I need to know that I'm going the right way. Hold on. the wrong way. I don't know why it does that, man. Apple Maps suck. I'm gonna check out this burn barrel. James, the map guy, wanted me to check out. So I'm gonna check that out real quick and see what's that about. I'm gonna see if I can fly the drone on there. Check and see what's inside. Won't hurt. Dang, that was wild. See, why is it making, it's so weird. It makes me want to do a U-turn to the right. Why do I need to make a U-turn? So weird. I think we were there already, 100 River Road. Oh, I need to clean my screen. Yeah, I need to clean my screen. It's like all blurry. See, why is it making me go back? Oh, it's my window? Hello, everybody. There we go. Yeah, the desert dust. Yeah, I did have a good dinner. Man, still tripping about that. Hopefully it's better. I think it's a little bit better now, but I'll clean in a second. Oh, Waze app? I've heard of that. I'll try it out. Ooh, fudge. The plan? I want to check out a couple spots. Clean your window. Yeah, there's a couple spots I want to check out. There's like a burn barrel that James Map guy was like, hey, can you check this out for me? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, I know, right? No yawning. I wish I could take a nap. But you guys won't let me. No, I'm fine. Yeah, something in the air today, right? Like, man. Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. We're gonna be looking at some key spots I want to check out. Somebody sent me an email. They wanted me to check out this park. I'll take a look at it. Let me see if I can. Let's take a look at it in a minute. Missed the exit again, man. These these are so wide, man. These the intersections, they're so wide. Yeah, I definitely got to clean my window. I'll clean in a second. Here, let me pull over because it's gonna annoy me too. Let me clean it. Oh, that's way better. Dang, that's way better. Hey, and thank you guys for sending the Venmo, the Cash Apps. Sometimes I'm not able to see them, so if I missed your Cash App or Venmo, please raise your hand. I think Jessica sent me one, so thank you, Jessica. I do appreciate that. But if I ever miss you guys' super chats or anything like that, like donations or just remind me, and I'll shout you guys out. All right. I don't ever want to miss anybody's support for the channel. There we go. Dang, looks good. Where have I been? I've been droning, and I had dinner. Where you been? Crack open a Monster. Super bad for you. Super bad. I had enchiladas. Chicken enchiladas. Yeah, I'm at the Airbnb, but I put in a complaint. I hate complaining about stuff, but I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, damn, that window's way better now. Yeah, it was false advertising. And I hate complaining about stuff like that, but it's just that's why I got it, because of the private bathroom. And I waited this morning for a while. It just throws me off. I like to get going. So I wanted to take my truck in. But it worked out. Everything worked out. Oh, yeah, that would have been good, huh? If Alex went to the tattoo shops. Remember what I was telling you guys, even about before the Nancy Grace video came out, I was like, the guy's gonna have a sleeve, because that's what Carlos has, and that's what what's his name, Luke has too. You can tell Luke's covered his tattoos up. And that's the thing too, I didn't want to order my wash And then I have shirts too coming in that somebody had made. Della Denk had one of my mods had made. So I didn't want to order it and then leave. So yeah, he's not showing his arms, and I have a feeling why he's not doing it. Because he has tattoos. He doesn't want to show his tattoos. I'm almost sure he has a sleeve. I'm almost sure. But that's the first thing I noticed about Carl is that he had a sleeve. Yeah, I'm staying. I'm just not gonna be at the Nancy Guthrie neighborhood at night anymore. Um, it's not smart to be out there, and it just sucks because you just never know if like maybe the perpetrator would come back. Maybe some movement happens, right? But I just it's not the right play right now for that. It's not the right move. You can tell the neighbors are just not wanting people there, so it's okay. Yeah, it's just so if as of tonight, I'm not gonna be there. I'm just not. So um, yeah, so I'm just letting you guys know that that's not me out there, and it's not gonna be me. So you can bet the house on that. Damn, forgot I was in California. Damn, that'd be crazy, like removing a whole sleeve. Yeah, 40 days. Yeah, it's been 40 days now since she's been missing, right? 40 days? Dang. I get it. That's the other thing, too, is you have to put yourself in the other person's place, too. Not just your own. You have to look at it from their perspective, too, to see where they're coming from. Yep, she's been getting everybody today. Yep. You heard her. You need to move as fast as you can. You know? If it's avoidable, let's do it. But dang, it's more painful. That's crazy. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Nice. I don't know what happened last night. I was doing laundry. I don't know. I don't know. Hey everybody, I'll read I'll read you guys' chat in a little bit. Oh, did I miss it? Oh my goodness, I missed it again. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Feels like a Friday today, or like a Saturday. Are you surprised? Are you surprised I missed it? Yeah, the Daytona 100 or 500, whatever it is. Wait, is it here? Why is it making me do another U-turn? No, wait a minute, wait a minute. See the gaps? They're so. Look at the gap. It's so long. I love U-turns. I love it. Is it right here? Oh yeah, it is right here. Wait, is it? See, now it's not telling me. How come it's not coming up? Oh, this is interesting. Make yourself nervous. Look how pretty the sky is. I'm gonna go check out a burn barrel. Oh, thank you, Ree. Appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Oh, now the Airbnb lady's calling me. All of a sudden. All of a sudden. She had the whole day to call me. And now she tries to call me. Nah. I'm gonna let her sweat a little bit. I'll call her tomorrow. I'm doing a live right now. Or yeah, I'll call her in a little bit. I can put you guys. I just hate because it loops. It like loops, doesn't it? What happens when I take a phone call? Does it loop or what does it do? Does the screen go black or like dark or what? Oh, it buffers. The heck is this? Damn, that light was bright. Damn, that was bright. Oh, oh my goodness. Was that a golf cart? Did you guys see that? Was that a golf cart? Come on, I can't be that lucky. Man, that freaking light was bright. Ugh. Where's that drilling sound? Oh my god, my eyes are hurting, guys. I'm not even kidding. What's up with all the drilling that night, man? Oh, I thought it was an open space. It's like a residence. Wait, is it? No, it was my battery. I changed it. So I think burn barrels are common in Arizona. So I don't think this is. I thought the address was going to be like out in the middle of nowhere. I didn't think it was going to be like in a residential area. I know my lights are like the regular lights. They're not LED or anything like that. No, they're just dim. They're not LED. We're so used to LED lights that All right, let me call the Airbnb real quick. Oh man, hate it when they call me when I'm doing the live, because then people leave. All right, guys, give me a second. So the burn barrels around here, I thought it was in the middle of nowhere, but this is a residential area. So I think this is a dead lead, or how do they say it, dead end lead. We can cross this off the list. It's pretty common. Pretty common to have burn barrels. All right. Yeah, let me call her back. Hold on. Let me see what. Hold on. Oh, shit. Dang, I dropped you guys again. Sorry about. Come get me, Mark. I will help you. Who are you? And why am I gonna pick up a stranger? No, I'm good. I was just calling the Airbnb. I just been having issues with it since I got it. Are you guys okay? Sorry I dropped you guys. You beginning to know the area? That's weird. That's weird. Your neck is hurting. Should I pick up that person that says pick me up? What do you guys think? You think that's smart? The tribe has spoken. Sorry, buddy. I do have 500 witnesses here. Someone said, sure. Sure, go for it. I just wanted to see something real quick. And it's confirmed. It is confirmed. Since January. Here in Tucson? Hey, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, for sure. I'll keep an eye out. Yes. Yes to Just Be Happy's question. Yes. Interesting. Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm gonna really Breath of Wind. You think so? Oh, I thought this was stop. It's not. What time is it? I don't want to go there too late if it's too late. It's 7 o'clock. We can maybe drive by, but we can't stay there. We can't even park there. Actually, no, I'm not gonna go there tonight. I'm just not gonna do it. It's already 7. People are eating dinner. If it was earlier, then yeah. There was a park that somebody wanted me to go check. Let me check my email. Yeah, we'll go in the morning tomorrow. Let me check my email. Yeah, I think Nano spoke today. Maybe we can listen to that dude contradict himself or something. Well, I went to go check out a burn barrel, and then somebody said go check out this park. So I want to go. I want to check out a park real quick. But let me get the address real quick. That I do have on my other phone. Yeah, I mean it's getting a little late. You know, by the time we get there, 7:30, 8. We're there for a little bit. 8:30, 9. You know, just. No, I think it was. Hold on, I think it was. Here, I'll tell you right now. Let me look at my phone. I want to drive by there and see it. Get gas. I should. I'll get it later. Hey, what's up? Actually, let me put my drone away too. Yeah, I mean it's just not a good idea right now. Creepypasta. I love creepypastas. You know what? News Nation's tent is still there, and I think they said they were leaving today. Let's see if I can get a hold of one of those News Nation guys. Al dente, al dente. Yes, now you're talking. Now you're talking my lingo. Oh, hold on. What the heck? My drone away. I can't see anything, man. Oh, here we go. Here's my nightlight. Nightlight to the rescue. There we go. That's better. Whoa, this green color is cool. What's the green for? Hunting or something, or what? For the nightlight? Whoa, this is cool. It's easy on my eyes. Boots are on sale where? Boot World or where? Ashley Banfield's in here? Nice. Oh, Boost. Sorry, don't yell. Dang. Dang, Kate. You don't need to yell. I feel like I'm so disorganized sometimes. Good evening. Good evening. Coast to coast. Good evening. I don't even know what I'm looking. Oh, my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, I'm just checking out my email. Hey, is that retired guy still here? I got a number you can call in. Oh, Kennedy Park. How far is that? Kennedy Park. Oh, 20 minutes. Yeah, we'll go there. We're going to go to Kennedy Park. What happened? What's she saying? Just looking through my emails. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm going to take this call. Hold on. All right, I'm back. If anybody wants to call in, call in. Poppy is back. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Da da da. I love when you call me Big Papa. I am from the mountains of Wisconsin. Where the cheese sucks and we ride horses all day. It's our criminal network. No, I'm from California, guys. No, I'm just kidding. I'm from California. I do want to come here. When did you guys say from the monsoon is in June, right? Monsoon season. I want to come from just for that. California knows how to party. No, I'm not tired. I mean, a little bit. Oh, July? I think I'll be back in July. I want to come back in July just for monsoon season. I want to see how this looks. Like my son. Well, yeah, you can't take yourself too serious. California. The floods. I want to see the floods. The floods. I want to see this town get flooded. What do you guys think? Is it what do you guys think? Is it like do you guys think there's gonna be an arrest in this case? Whoa, what was that? Oh yeah, the bushes, the hand. What was that about? Bead. Somebody sent me a picture of that. It looks like a hand, but whose hand is that? Is that Jim's hand? That looked weird, didn't it? What was that about? Yeah, the hand. Hold on, Alex. Let me call you from a different phone number. Hold on. I gotta start. You guys gotta start calling me on this other line because it messes with the live. So give me a second, all right? Oh! Whoa! This dude almost crashed. Holy shit! Oh shit! Now I fucking almost ran over this dude. God damn. Oh my God. Fucking can't see shit out here, man. Yeah, please don't call me, guys. Headquarters. Yeah, let's go to headquarters. Holy shit. Yeah, I think because of the truck. I was like looking at the truck. El nene. Dude, that truck was like... Damn, that was wild. All right, let's regroup. Let's regroup. Hold on. Can you guys see me or hear me? We're just taking a little breather. That was wild. That was wicked. That was wicked. Yeah, I'm good. But that was wicked, man. You know what? That kid would have... If that kid would have... Think about it. If that kid would have gone through the walking sign, he would have got hit either by the truck, that red one. Man, that was wild. I mean, that red truck just didn't even stop. No, it's my fault. In the sense of like, yeah, I just gotta... man. Hey, thank you, Cindy.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. So. Yeah, we'll get all that.
Oh, you did 2 of those. Thank you. I appreciate that, Cindy. Kelly son, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Chad became a member. Thank you. Tatted Silverback, right on. When they said God is with you, God is with you. All right, guys. So I'm gonna do a little prayer. I'm gonna do a little, my little cross I do, and thank God that everything will, nothing bad happened. Yeah, let's listen to Nanos. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's listen to Nanos.
Giving an update on the search for Nancy Guthrie nearly 6 weeks since her disappearance. Do you think that this suspect could strike again, whoever did this?
Well, absolutely. We believe we know why he did this, and we believe that it was targeted. We're not 100% sure of that. It's somebody that told people, about it.
Oh, let me roll up the window. Can't hear anything. I know, yeah, hold on. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Lost my keys. Yee-hoo. How the heck did I just lose my keys? Oh my gosh, man. I'm a freaking mess today. How is that possible? I mean, how is that even possible? Like, seriously, how is that possible? I mean, how is this possible? freaking nanos. Nanos Y-I-Otta. We'll find it. It's got to be in here somewhere. Nanos Y-I-Otta. Whoa. Oh, I put the drone away. Yeah. So it's probably in the drone case. Who said that? Whoever said that? I think you're right. I think it's in the drone. And it's got to be here somewhere. It can't just have like legs and walk off. No, but that was earlier when I put the drone away. Damn, this makes no sense. Like, how is this even possible? Men? Yeah, you're right, men. Yeah, let me check under the seat. Smell carne asada. I smell carne asada. Whoops. A cute dog, huh? All right, I'm gonna take everything out of the truck. Taking everything out of the truck. Taking everything out of the truck. found my shades. My sunshades. Nice. Silver lining. Silver lining. Found it. Found it. Found it. Found the key. Found the freaking key. Found it. Found it. Found it. Woo! Woo! One thing about me is I don't give up. Okay, guys? I do not give up until I reach the goal. Let me show you guys where it was. It fell into... I have this little side thing here. Here, I'll show you guys. It was, look. I have this little side thing. Hold on. I have this little side thing right here, and it went right in here. It went right in here. So I took this thing out, and I was like, it's got to be in here somewhere. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a spare. Here, let's go to Walmart. Who said it was on my side thing? X Gene J. I just needed to clean my truck. Yeah. I told you. Everybody spam the chat. I told you. Everybody, yeah, I told you. I did, yeah. Everybody spam the chat. I told you. Woo, we got it, guys. I told you. We got it, guys. We got it. Let's go. All right. That was funny. Yeah, let's go make another key. Let's go do that right now. Let's go make a spare key. Let's do it like right now. This has gone long enough. I told you guys I needed a spare key. I told you guys I needed a spare key. 2 spares, I know, right? 5. I need 5. I can't believe there's 735 people in here. Waiting to see if I find my key. That's amazing. That's cool. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I told you 100 lives ago. All right, let's go get a spare. Yeah, let's just go do that right now. Like this second. We'll do that right now. Whoops, there's no exit over here. I heard good things about this restaurant right here. This Mexican restaurant, El Nenes. The News Nation is at Sheriff's. Wow. Anything cool? Any breaking news? Hell no, I'm not gonna get a backpack from Walmart. Heck no. All right, let me check Walmart. And yeah, I need to stay focused. Damn, that carne asada smells bomb. That carne asada smells bomb. Heck is that? Oh, solar light or the solar panel. This thing is so bulky. No, I can't. They won't allow us to film in there. So I gotta go real quick. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta get this done. All right, I'm back. Oh, yeah, snuck up on you guys, huh? They at Walmart they have a key thing, but they're gonna ship it. So I gotta see if I'm still at the Airbnb tomorrow, since I complained about it. So once I figure that out, I'll just have it shipped. I might just go to Chase. I might just go to Walmart. I mean Home Depot and get one without the get like one for the doors, because I know they can make one for the doors. So I don't know if the chip comes with it. Yeah, they shipped the key. I thought they did it right then and there. So let me let's go to Home Depot and just get an extra one there. I know they don't have the chip there, but at least we'll have an extra one for the doors. Yeah, I have a lanyard, so we'll get them real quick. Oh, it's closer. It's only like 3 minutes away. Well, the dealership is like 300, and I guess they'll do them here for 74, $80 or something like that. But the thing is that they ship it. It says they'll ship it the next day, but that doesn't mean it'll be here the next day. It just means that's how they ship it. So it could be like a week, 2 weeks. You know, that's how they get cute with that word, shipped. Yeah, I ate, guys. I ate. I'm good. Thank you, guys. Fonzie! Roadside service? No. But I'm gonna go get one real quick. I'm gonna get one at least like just to have one for the doors. And that one it'll be helpful. All right, guys, I gotta pay attention. All right, I can't see the chat. Sorry. Oh, dang, Home Depot's right here. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna run in there and grab a spare key. At least I have one for the doors. Where is it? Home Depot. What the heck? It says it. Oh, right there. You guys want me? I can't. I can't take you guys in there. I'll try. You guys don't want to wait in the car or what? What's up, DJ C No Evil? How you been, homie? You guys want a people watch? All right. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna buffer hard. Oh, is that Nanos? Is it moonlighting? Is that Nanos right there? He's moonlighting at Home Depot, guys. Look, Nanos. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's moonlighting. I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's gonna buffer bad. It's Home Depot. It's a warehouse. I don't know, guys. Bananos. Damn, you guys got him good with that one. Bananos. Yeah, I can't take you guys in there. It's gonna buffer. It's gonna be shitty. It's gonna suck. I am gonna leave you in the truck. Nice and cozy truck. What are you asking people watch right here? No, if I put you guys in the pocket, that's fine. But the thing is, it's gonna buffer big time out there. Bananos. 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 Well, Nanos is moonlighting. Have I been saying the F word? Sorry, guys. My bad. Really? For 35? That sounds too good to be true. Yeah, and I do want to stop cussing. So, apologies. I'll be right back. Bananos. Bananas. Bananos. Keep practicing. All right, I'll be back. You guys better behave, all right? I don't want to come back and lay down the law. I'll be right back. I'll be back. I'll be back.
shopping experience. Bienvenido a Home Depot. Disfrute tu experiencia de compra.
What the heck? You guys are still here? Boom! Boom! Got it with the chip too. I told you guys. I told you. I told you guys. Oh, and with the chip. And with the chip. Home Depot. I told you guys Home Depot had it. I told you guys. Told you guys, man. I told you. I'm surprised they had it, the chip. The guy's like, we might not have it. I'm like, all right. I told you, Sharon. Sharon, I told you. Yeah, I'm gonna put the look. I got a lanyard too. Look. Oh, they work. Yeah, I turned on the truck right now. I told you guys. Look. Yeah, it works. I'm using it right now. But I kept telling you guys. I kept telling you guys it was like 80 bucks. But it's cheaper than the dealership. Way cheaper than the dealership. And it's cheaper than getting locked out. Think about it. And it's cheaper than a locksmith. Man, but I told you guys, man. I told you. You guys are awesome. you guys are the same. I mean, like the best. Well, the same. Why did I say the same? Dang, it turns on my truck even better. Nice. Oh, Nanos, he bought a vest and a drill. I don't know. He bought a drill. I don't know what for. He bought a drill. I don't know why. And bubble gum. Man, moonlighting. Freaking Nanos. That's why he doesn't have time, man. I feel bad for that dude. Nano bananas, FIFA for nanos. Oh yeah, what did Nanos? Yeah, let's check it out. I wanted to interview him, but he's busy. He's working. I don't want to get him in trouble. He's gonna get in trouble. He starts talking. FIFA for nanos, bananas, freaking bananas. And guess what? You know the cop smelled like weed. He walked by me and the dude smelled like he stunk like weed. Stunk like weed. FIFA bananas. Oh shit, a white truck. White truck. There's a white truck right there. Oh, it's legal here? Okay, my bad. Apologies, Nanos. Hey Dory, I'm restructuring the mods. Don't take it personal, but I'm restructuring the mods. Okay. Fee fi bananas. Oh, it's legal here? Okay. Fee fi bananas. Yeah. Yeah, it's better than all right, thank you, Dory. Yeah, and maybe later on. Yeah, just stick around. Like I really appreciate you guys. So thank you. Fee fi bananas. Moonlighting at Home Depot.
Tonight, Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos giving an update on the search for Nancy Guthrie nearly 6 weeks since her disappearance. Do you think that this suspect could strike again, whoever did this?
Well, absolutely. We believe we know why he did this, and we believe that it was targeted, but we can't, we're not 100% sure of that. And so it'd be silly to tell people, yeah, don't worry about it. You're not his target. Don't think for a minute that because it happened to the Guthrie family, you're safe. No, keep your wits about you.
We pressed Nanos about that potential motive. There is something that's come out in the investigation that gives you a sense of motive here and why this person did this?
You know, I think it's come out from day one. I think from day one we had some strong beliefs about what happened, and those beliefs haven't diminished.
Do you believe it was a burglary gone wrong?
I'm not going to get into those theories. We have our beliefs. Everybody else has theirs.
Nanos says he's intentionally withholding their theory and other details in the case, citing the integrity of the investigation. He confirmed investigators have been asking about potential internet issues the night of Nancy's abduction and said they're looking into the possibility a Wi-Fi jammer could have been used or if there was some other electrical disruption that night. The sheriff also says he's still hopeful the DNA found in the home will lead to the suspect. Liz Kreutz, NBC News.
That was it. Freaking nanos. Fee fi banana. Word salad. What was that? That was it. That was it. My goodness. Oh, let me play Nancy Grace's one. Hold on.
Missing day 40. This, as we learned tonight, the FBI returns to a particular restaurant and interrogates restaurant workers in the last 24 hours. This as the use of retinal scanning is considered for the porch guy that we know kidnapped Nancy Guthrie, and the FBI now conducting shoe casting tests on potential footprints found at the crime scene. And tonight, APB All Points Bulletin for a perp wishing to have his full sleeve of tattoos removed. Tonight, joining us, an expert. Good evening.
Yeah, we went there.
This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
Wow.
Straight out to Crime Stories, investigative reporter Dave Mack joining us tonight. Dave Mack, I want to hear first.
Didn't I tell you guys before this came out about the sleeve tattoos? Didn't I tell you? I told you.
First, about the FBI going to a Mexican restaurant and re-interrogating restaurant workers. Now, it's my understanding there are two restaurants in question. One is a restaurant to which we can attribute the glove that had DNA that was found a little over 2 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's home. There's that restaurant in play.
Oh, look how far that is.
And there is
We went there. Look, we went to this restaurant. But this wasn't the one that it was featured in the little documentary that Savannah came out. So we're still kind of searching little clues here and there. We're still sleuthing.
That was featured in the Today Show segment. Let's see that as we're talking. It was called an Arizona homecoming, as I recall, and Savannah went home to visit her family. And while there, she and her mom and I think sister Annie went to their favorite Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, see, this looks a little different. This restaurant looks a little different than the one that I went to. Anybody know where this one is? Is this the downtown one? Because there's a bunch of locations, a bunch.
And this is that segment. Savannah's Arizona homecoming is the El Charro Cafe. And this is my friends at Today. I believe it's this restaurant, not the one connected innocently.
I know the chat's cracking me up too.
Found near Nancy Guthrie's home. Is that right, Dave? It's this restaurant, the Today Show restaurant?
That's my understanding, Nancy. The Today Show filmed.
How are they saying? Look, how are they saying that that's the one? If that's not that's the closest one, that's what we went to. How are they saying that? And if that's the downtown one, that's farther.
Nancy and her family eating out and having a good time as a family, but the FBI investigators were back there interviewing workers who were present the day the Today Show set they were filming, and they're asking them specific questions about people that were there the day of the shoot. Was there anybody acting oddly? Was there a fan that seemed overly, trying to contact?
Right. See, we went there. And you guys, man, that's why I go to these locations, man, time and time again. It's like the mainstream media is like right behind us. You know what I mean? And I go to these locations and there's a method to my madness. And here we are.
It's Savannah and touching and talking. There was a lot of asking about what took place that day, who was there, and how did they act. Anybody weird? Anybody stand out? That's what they're asking, Nancy.
And I want to nail down, Dave Mack, when did the re-questioning occurred?
Yesterday and the day before.
So they spent 2 days back at this restaurant. That video from our friends at Today.
Dang, 2 days?
Now, we can report tidbits of facts all night long. But what do they mean? Are they probative? When I try a case or investigate a case as a prosecutor, I get tons of data. You have to marshal your evidence and determine what evidence proves something and what evidence is merely, well, that's curious, that's interesting. So let's follow this through to its logical conclusion. Joining me is Joe Scott Morgan, professor of forensics, Jacksonville State University. He is the author of Blood Beneath My Feet on Amazon. He's the star of the hit podcast Body Bags with Joseph Scott Morgan. But for my purposes, he is a death investigator. He investigates all sorts of death scenes. I don't say homicide scenes. I say death scenes because that can include suicide, natural causes, accident, unexplained, and of course, murder. So, Joe Scott, this is what we know. Not just 1 day of interviews, but 2 days. 2 full days of an FBI elite team at that restaurant interrogating all the restaurant workers, from the valet boy to the guy in charge or the woman in charge. All of
the
woman,
waiters, Nancy. Come on now.
The bar, there the day of the Today Show shoot. This has been 2 days over the last 48 hours. Let's figure out why. What about it, Joe Scott?
In the economy of an investigation, Nancy, time
Joe
is
Scott.
the coin of the realm. And so where you're going to spend that time is very important. And so obviously they've decided that there is data there to be gleaned at this restaurant where they could go in there and actually begin to kind of pry out any kind of information, something that maybe somebody saw, maybe something that they've seen from a videography standpoint. I don't know if they've, maybe gone back to NBC, collected this tape. Maybe there was somebody milling about, and they want to be as probative as they can in this environment. And you know as well as I do, in the restaurant world, workers come and go pretty quickly now, don't they? And I wonder if those same people are still going to be there from, say, for instance, when this videography was taken, that would be there today. So they're going to burrow down deep into this and expend a lot of time. Obviously, the FBI knows something about this. They think that there's something of value there, or they would not be wasting their time. And this also goes to another point, Nancy. It appears as though they're kind of narrowing focus at this moment in time. They've narrowed their field, and this is going to be a big part of it, I think.
Brian Fitzgibbon is joining us, Director of Operations, USPA Nationwide Security. He leads a team of investigators around the world trying to find missing people, and interestingly, including extractions from Mexico. He's a former Marine. He's an Iraqi war vet. Brian, I agree with everything Joe Scott Morgan just said. I also want to
that's surprising.
refine our deliberations as to why they are re-interrogating the restaurant crew. What do they believe happened the day of that shoot? Think about it. There is that Google search that we know of. We found on Google Trending where someone searched Savannah Guthrie's salary and the address of her mother, Nancy Guthrie. Now, can we overlay someone that was seen, someone that was at that restaurant with that Google search?
Whoa.
See where I'm going with this?
See where I'm going with this?
To ID someone that
See
would
what
have
I'm
a motive.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down, says Nancy Grace?
Nancy Guthrie. We're not looking for a burglar, a robber, a rapist. We're looking for a kidnapper with a motive. And the restaurant reinterrogation fits very well with the overlay of that Google Trend search. See where I'm going with this? And that's who they're looking for.
Yeah, I agree. And in this case, right, investigators are moving out to the periphery, working under the assumption that Nancy was targeted. Okay, so that's based on all the information we have. We have to draw the conclusion that she was targeted due to her connection to Savannah and Savannah's celebrity. This salary search, the restaurant, expands the periphery of folks that she was interacting with who would be interested in, hey, how much money does Savannah make? She's now become a target. And is someone at that restaurant focused on learning what the net worth of Savannah is and what the potential value of a ransom for Nancy would be?
You know what? Joe Scott Morgan, or as he likes to be called, Joseph Scott Morgan, I know to some people it may sound far-fetched. It's not far-fetched. There are con artists and scammers just circling like vultures all the time. They see an elderly lady like Miss Guthrie and think, bing, why do I want to work
I saw
at a
Annie
restaurant
yesterday coming out of the house.
Wage and tips? Or why do I want to fill in the blank when I can come up with a scheme and get millions of dollars?
Millions of dollars.
That's the person we're looking for.
Yeah, this is, for somebody like this is very low-hanging fruit, Nancy, when you think about it. And plus, if you walk into an environment like this and with this cause of celebrity, if you will, and you've got somebody that's very high profile and they do see an easy target. Nancy, you know what? When Mrs. Guthrie would have walked in there, just keep in mind, she would not have merely walked in there. They would have seen.
I haven't seen that,
She would
Jane
have
Lynn.
seen that she's the.
I'll check it out.
Would have seen that
Thank
she's
you.
the weakest among us, right?
Hi.
Barely ambulatory.
Welcome.
She has to have assistance when she walks, and so they could target her. Just kind of profiling her on their own, and they see her adjacent to her daughter you get this search coming up, and she can become, at that moment in time, kind of a high-value target. And that's kind of the risk that you run
Nana.
when you're in the media like this. You really put a big target, not just on yourself, but also
100%
your
targeted.
family members as well.
100%.
And back to Brian Fitzgibbons joining us, USPA Nationwide Security. Brian, if you think scammers, con artists aren't all around you, just the other day, I called a friend on APD. I was so irritated because at the same parking lot, I saw a man and a woman, the same man and woman with their children scamming for bus fare. And I'm an easy target. You know, I see someone asking for money and I feel like it's my duty to give them whatever I have, right? So the first time they got me, I had a total of $3 crumpled up dollars. I gave it to them and drove off. They were going to catch the bus that evening. Well, 2 days later, there they were. And what made me so mad is they had a baby and another little child, maybe 3 years old, scamming with them. So my point is, scammers are everywhere. They will even use their children to scam you. And what may have started as something where nobody's supposed to get hurt, I'm just going to take Nancy Guthrie, I'm going to get my $1 million from Savannah, and then she's going to be fine, I'll return Mrs. Guthrie, but it didn't turn out the way they planned.
Bitcoin.
So con artists aren't necessarily good-hearted people that just need a helping hand, Brian, and they're more common than we realize.
Brian.
Absolutely, and you have to understand, rolling into this restaurant in Tucson with a film crew and an entourage of people filming Savannah and Mrs. Guthrie certainly would draw a significant amount of attention, and that would be out of the ordinary. This isn't, parts of LA.
Who's this guy?
Where this is happening on the
You
regular.
see that?
You have to understand, rolling into this restaurant in Tucson with a film crew.
Who's this guy? Watch.
And an entourage of people filming Savannah and Mrs. Guthrie certainly would draw a significant amount of attention.
And why did they blur him out?
This isn't,
this guy right there.
Parts of LA.
Who is that? Who's this? The pilot? Oh, Skydrive, her son. Oh. Right on. Thank you guys. Cameron, her son. Is he the one that's been going to the house? Oh. Wonder why they blurred his face out.
Or Manhattan, where this is happening on the regular. This would be certainly something out of the ordinary that would draw a tremendous amount of eyeballs from the wrong people.
Another thing, Fitz, is I guarantee you they are asking even the nice lady that is the maitre d' or the hostess that takes you to your table. I guarantee you they're saying, hey, are you married? Who's your husband? Do you have a son? How old is your son? Do you have a son-in-law? Do you have a freaky cousin that's being
Good night, native girl. Thank you.
They're asking all of these restaurant workers, I would assume, about their families, because when grandma hostess goes home and goes, hey, guess what happened at work today? Savannah Guthrie was there with a film crew and la 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 la.
What was that?
When grandma hostess goes home and goes, hey, guess what happened at work today? Savannah Guthrie was there with a film crew and la 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 la. And then you got the black sheep son-in-law sitting at the kitchen table for a free meal going ding, ding, ding. It doesn't have to be one of them or one of the patrons. It could be someone connected to them. See where I'm going? I mean, the web, the tentacles of this are pretty substantial.
Spot on, and that's what we were saying weeks ago with relation to any workers that were in and out of Nancy's house on a regular basis. It may not necessarily be them, but somebody in their circle who's aware of Savannah's celebrity, her money, and Mrs. Guthrie's location.
Straight out to special guest joining us, Christian Hammond, artificial intelligence expert, Professor of Computer Science at Northwestern University, not shabby. Director of the Center
Not
for
shabby.
Advancing Safety of Machine Intelligence. You've seen Transformers, right?
Yes.
Okay. That said, Christian Hammond,
What the heck was that?
let's just go with me on this.
Yeah, Native Girl, thank you so
Let's
much.
just pretend the kidnapper is, let's just say, not that smart. The ransom note is inconsistent with that because our friend Harvey Levin at TMZ said that at least one of the ransom notes, if they are connected, that's a big caveat,
Super sassy.
was very well written,
Sassy queen.
almost eloquent. What do you think about the not so smart kidnapper using artificial intelligence to write that ransom note? How'd that work?
What? AI?
Yes, he could have used one of dozens of systems to generate a note that had a certain sound to it. And in fact, that would not be a stupid thing to do, because you could at one level you could generate something that could not be identified as you because it doesn't sound like you. On the other hand, it means that you've got to have usually a public system that you're typing such things into. Yes, it could have been generated by AI.
But how do you do it? I've never used
Typing such things into.
So that's the pilot right there? That's the same guy?
Yes, it could have been generated by AI.
But how do you do it? I've never used AI.
That's weird. Why they block him on the other one and then there they show him?
And my twins
That's what I'm
better
confused.
not have used AI in their lives. They're in high school. So how difficult would it be, Christian Hammond?
You've interacted with AI probably 24 times today already. If you do anything online, you're interacting with an AI system.
Military. Okay, got it.
You might not use ChatGPT.
Thank you guys, man. You guys are the best, man.
Or
I like how you
Gemini,
guys know stuff.
but AI is in the background of almost everything we do digitally nowadays.
Wow. You know, I can listen to you talk all day long because I'm actually learning something.
Who worked for the Clintons?
Christian, how would the perp go about just mechanically? How would I go on my computer and go, hey, I want to write a ransom note. This is what I want to say. Write it for me. How do you do that?
If you go to ChatGPT on the web, you'll get a little box, and you can say,
Sir,
you're a kidnapper.
Sir, do not laugh at me. I saw the, I saw
that.
I can see.
This is not laughing at you.
I know it was an elementary question for you, Mr. Northwestern University, but
ChatGPT on the web, you'll get a little box, and you can say,
Sir,
you're a kidnapper.
Sir, do not laugh at me. I saw the, I saw that.
No.
I can see.
This is not laughing at you.
I know it was an elementary question for you, Mr. Northwestern University, but come on, man, dummy down for me. How do you do it?
You just
busted.
literally just go to ChatGPT on the web, and you tell it that you would like something like a kidnap note, and you give it the details, and it will generate it for you, or it will tell you that it can't generate it for you because it's illegal activity. It depends upon which model you're using. Some of them are guardrails that don't allow you to do things that are that untoward. Others don't. So you could easily generate a note that cannot be identified as you, and that's the important thing for anyone who's doing that. It just generates something that cannot be identified as you, because we all, it's an odd thing, we all carry with us a set of signatures. There's our literal signature, there's our fingerprints, the structure of our face, the structure of our eyes, and the structure of the way we communicate. The more you can disguise that, the easier it is to blend into the crowd. And so, if everything you do is generic, and you have a kidnapping note that's generated by a machine, Every piece of clothing you wear is something that you can get anywhere in the world. Every single identifying feature you can go out of your way to obscure, and that's what we're seeing right now.
So if you're saying that I have identifiers, we all do, even in the way we speak, our vernacular, our phraseology, how would you go about hiding that to write the ransom note?
Oh, you would ask it to you could ask it to write a ransom note in the form of a famous writer. You could ask it to write a ransom note in a way that is generic. You could, and it will simply give you a pattern of language that it's culled from looking at all the patterns of language it's seen before, and it won't seem like you. I mean, that's a problem with language models. Is that
No, I didn't show Brian Anton the photo.
It's really not quite me.
If I see him,
Because,
yeah, I'll show it to him.
It's whatever my intentions are mixed in with all of the patterns of language that the system has seen in the past. So it's become generic.
Thank you, abuelitas.
Hi.
All right, I'm gonna move. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna move. There's like a weirdo right here next to me. Watch, look. He's like right next to my truck. I don't know what he's doing, but he's being weird. Freaking weirdo, man. And he's got a hammer like underneath his shirt. Oh, he was using AI? Probably the perp? Whoa. Why do you have a hammer? Just trying to do live streaming. Hey, I'm just trying to live stream, man. Nope, not going to Nancy's tonight or any other night. Sorry, guys. Not me. Good night, basement.
We go inside. Stay on top. Stream it first. Savannah's salary and the mother's home address. And someone savvy enough to do that could go on, as Christian Hammond is describing, very easily to completely disguise their identity and come up with a neutral, or as he said, generic ransom note.
Yeah, and the question here is, right, they obviously went to great lengths in protecting their identity when they sent that ransom note. But where the human error can play a factor and law enforcement can maybe find a breakthrough is prior to that. Is there a log? Is there a record of this?
Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie, missing day 39. With this many agents on the ground, all the personnel, all the technology, how is it possible? Tonight, we take a close look at exactly what the FBI is looking at. The tattoo on the porch guy's wrist. What can we learn? Believe me, a lot. This as the Pima County Sheriff issues an urgent plea for everyone in the surrounding area to hand in video. Will it make a difference? Well, when you don't know a horse, look at the track record. The answer is yes. Also, at this hour, the FBI Behavioral Analyst Unit carefully reviewing not just the porch guy video, but the alleged ransom note. Why? Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us. Dave Mack, Crime Stories investigative reporter. Dave, a crew armed with ladders has arrived at Nancy Guthrie's home and gone up on the roof. What can you tell me? Why are they there?
This silver pickup truck with multiple ladders in the back pulled onto the Guthrie property, pulled around the driveway, and got up on the house. We don't know what they were looking for, and no announcement has been made. But activity at Nancy Guthrie's home yesterday.
That from our friends at JLR Investigates. Now, we've examined it like a Rubik's Cube over and over, trying
Like a
to
Rubik's
discern
Cube?
what, if anything, we can learn from the
What the heck?
tattoo
That was
on
funny.
the porch guy's wrist. And tonight, our findings. Joining us, an all-star panel, but straight out to special guest Darren the Dude Rosa, tattoo artist, joining us from Rising Dragon Tattoos in New York City, 30 plus years in the tattoo business. Mr. Rosa, thank you for being with us. Let's start. Control room, please show the video of the perp approaching Mrs. Guthrie's porch. The FBI, according to sources, has enlarged, refined, and brought in a team of analysts to review the tattoo. As you see, he very carefully covered his arms and wrists. Not just because he doesn't want to leave fingerprints. It's really hard to get an arm print or an elbow print. That's not the reason. His body is totally covered. Now, let's ISO the tattoo, the sliver of tattoo that we see. We have learned the FBI is doing exactly what we are doing. Darren the Dude Rosa, you've studied this for hours. What is, as you call it, black and gray work?
Black and gray work is a very prevalent style, not only in the southwestern area, but let's say the southwestern area, among gangs, Mexican people who might be in these gangs or cartels like to get black and gray. It's a fine line. The outlines are done with a very fine needle. The details, the shading is done with different
You just got your
dilutions
notification.
of black ink, and we term that gray. So black and gray is considered a style.
Sharon!
This is most likely that style.
Now, you mentioned gang cartel.
Whoa, what?
I am certainly not convinced that Nancy Guthrie's kidnapping has any of the hallmarks of a cartel move. But what about a gang member wannabe? What about family of gang member? What about family of gang members and hangers-on? I don't think you can limit to just a gang or cartel member, because once a tattoo is observed by others, they want to replicate it, right? And I want to hone in on the black and gray. But as to relating
What's good?
to a
What's
gang
good?
or a cartel, let's focus on gang.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you believe the black and gray is from the Southwest or from a certain region of the country, and what region exactly would that be, Mr. Rosa?
Okay. Well, first of all, let's deal with just the practicality of black and gray. If we're talking about a tattoo that was done in a penitentiary, these inmates don't have access to color ink, but most likely they don't even want. This is a style that's been embellishing gangs for years, and they've honed this style, this very subtle.
It might buffer because we're underneath the roof.
Of ink
It might buffer, it might buffer, it might buffer.
And this is even considered hallmarks of people who've moved up in the echelons of a gang. So
Why do you say that?
well,
It sucks.
They're going to be doing a lot of time.
It sucks, Gilgo Fish.
They're not becoming informants. They're going to be spending 5 years, 10 years behind bars. They have a lot of time to kill.
Look at that.
5 years, 10 years behind bars. They have a lot of time to kill.
Guys, with us is Darren the Dude Russo, joining us from Rising Dragon Tattoos in New York City. 30 years plus of experience in the tattoo art. Black and gray. Now, I just want to be sure we understand. Have you ever seen a child with a coloring book and they outline the picture heavily with the crayon, and then there's a lighter hue, the same color on the inside? That's how I'm equating your description of black and gray. Would that be correct?
Well, no, because it wouldn't be with the same quote-unquote crayon. The dilutions, is what I call it, are using, let's say it was penitentiary. So the dilutions would be created using different concentrations of black ink diluted with water, but most likely a little bit of alcohol because, for germs. And it also helps to spread the ink and create a finer mist of shading the alcohol.
But black and gray work is a hallmark of a certain region or country. You're saying that too?
Oh yes, and absolutely. This is also the kind of the style of tattooing that withstands heavy sun exposure. Because like I said, this style, fine line, typically single needle work, and these people are out in the sun. The southern western states get heavy sun exposure, so this style of artistry can withstand the elements.
You mentioned a single needle. Would black and gray be done with multiple needles? To that degree of fineness?
The shading would be done with multiple needles. Typically, the outline is done with a single needle, and it's actually a very difficult style to do. So an artist
Damn, gas prices went up here too.
Can gain quite a status in the penitentiary if he's adept at this style.
Darren the Dude Rosa joining us from Rising Dragon Tattoos in New York. What do you make of this tattoo in the sense of, I believe it's part of a much bigger tattoo, and that leads me to think it's part of a sleeve. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if this is all we're seeing, and what is this, like barely half of an inch, this is most likely the continuation of something that covers this man's entire arm. Most likely he's got tattoos on his hands. He's wearing this hooded mask, this balaclava. Most likely
Kayla's
he's
a
got
tattoo
tattoos
artist?
on his neck.
Whoa.
And maybe even something under his eye, because this is what they do.
Darren, you mentioned covering up his arm.
Yes.
I want to get back to the full sleeve because to me, from what I've observed from inmates over all the years I prosecuted and investigated and covered crimes, once you start, you can't stop. And that leads me to think, this on him looks part of a bigger tattoo. That tells me it's a full sleeve. And once somebody gets a full sleeve, it's like they can't stop. I mean, do you think people get addicted to getting tattoos? I do.
Getting addicted has, that stigma, that this is like heroin or something.
What the hell?
But
What the heck?
to focus on this guy, he was
I mean,
probably
yeah, it
an
is.
inmate
I
at a
can see why it's
penitentiary,
addicting.
And let's not forget, they have a lot of time to
I don't know
kill.
about heroin.
Yes, tattoos
That dude had heroin
can
on
be
his mind.
addictive. People use them for therapy. They call it ink therapy.
Put him up, please. Did you just say ink therapy? What is that?
Ink therapy. Yeah, that's.
Let me use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Behave.
A phrase that's bouncing around, especially in the winter months, right? A lot of people get seasonal depression. People come in for a little ink therapy, or they're going through some stress in their life, maybe a divorce or something. Maybe they lost a loved one. a parent. They come in for some therapy.
Never heard that. You just taught me something new. So, Darren, if we believe that he has the wrist tattoo, which is part of a sleeve, why stop there? Ergo, it follows that he would have a neck tattoo and even more. Do you agree with that? That's who we're looking for. That's why I care about this guy's tattoo.
I agree 100%. I mean, 82 degrees, and he's wearing his hooded mask. He's got tattoos on his neck, most likely, on the edges of his face. This is the kind of southwestern state gangs. They love getting heavily covered in black and gray style tattoos.
So, in your experience, to nail this point down, 30 plus years, Darren the Dude Rosa, once you start with the wrist is part of a bigger tattoo, which would be the sleeve. That's why they call it a sleeve. It's like a sleeve of your shirt or jacket.
Right. It's like a shirt.
The hand is covered, could indicate part of the hand. If you look at the picture again, control room, you don't see it ending as it goes down into the glove. Does that signify a hand tattoo? In your experience, does that suggest to you that he would have another sleeve on the other arm and possibly the neck? That's a simple yes, no.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, let's move from that. So we're looking for a guy from this region, exposed to the sun, potential gang connections, with a full sleeve and hand, possibly two sleeves and neck. Now, is it your experience that people that get tattoos first get their dominant hand tattooed or their other hand, non-dominant? Which one do they typically tattoo first?
Right. A lot of right-handed people will start with their left arm. So if this guy has his right arm, and it looks like he's right-handed, because every time he goes up to that ring camera, he starts off with his right arm. That's my own little analysis of his actions. He starts with his right, and then his left is kind of helping him. So I would say he's fully sleeved on his left arm, and then he got his right arm done, because this is what most people that have come into my studio do.
So he's right-handed, so he would have typically start with tats on the left and then go to the right. So that tells me I can assume that he has two sleeves and at least one hand and possibly the neck. Okay. You have stated repeatedly references to gel
Are you guys
tats.
behaving?
Now they're called gel tats, but I believe this tattoo is not a gel tat because to my untrained eye, after all the years I have investigated and prosecuted defendants, gel tats don't look good. They're very crude. This tat is not crude. It's very refined. So why do you refer to gel tats?
Good point, Nancy.
Inmates who spend a lot of time in jail,
Deborah.
they develop sophisticated networks with the guards, with the staff. These days, it's very easy to smuggle in. The machines have gotten smaller, compact, more sophisticated. It's my belief that he got this while incarcerated, and
I don't know.
the level of sophistication has become exponential.
I don't know about that.
In populations that are incarcerated.
Would inmates, let's say in the penitentiary, a CI, Correctional Institute, would they have access to multiple needles or do they go single needle?
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Well, like I said, the
look at what Daddy Shark
become
got.
Very sophisticated. They've become compact.
Told you guys.
We now have a system that uses cartridges that lock into the pen-like apparatus.
Told you guys.
It would be very easy. These needles are about 1.5 inches it would be very easy for them to obtain
Told you, Sharon.
a single needle for the
Told you
upline
Home Depot
and
had
a
it.
cluster of needles for the shading.
And when we're talking about jailhouse tats, here's my thinking.
I don't think it's a jailhouse
If you're
tat.
in a jail, think of
Yeah,
Andy of
yeah.
Mayberry.
I think they went to a
You're there
professional.
for a brief period of time because you have been sentenced to a misdemeanor and they just keep you in the county jail because you're going to be out like that. There's no use in putting you in the system. It takes forever. Or you're awaiting trial or a court date.
That's true. Why
Once
not a
you're
tattoo gun?
sentenced
Yeah.
or you have a long wait for trial, such as Epstein,
But I just don't think it's a jailhouse
you go
tat.
into a bigger facility and sometimes a CI, Correctional Institute. But those people are typically sentenced and doing a long stint. Why do I care? Because if this guy was in a CI to get that tattoo, that means he's got a record. So now I've got a guy from the Southwest region that spends a lot of time in the sun, that got black and gray work, likely has 2 full sleeves and more,
I know, didn't
and
he?
has done jail time. Okay. Isn't it true, Darren the Dude Rosa, that at your tattoo parlor, Rising Dragon, you have, for instance, a catalog or a series of tattoos that your customers can look at and pick out a tattoo? Isn't that true?
Isn't that true?
We do, but I would dare say that these people are not flip catalogs. They're going off the cuff, and an artist
Off the cuff. I see what you did
kind
there.
of gains cred
I see what you
by
did there.
being able to do sophisticated custom work.
Ah, so custom work that they envision and they say, hey, this is what I want, now you create it.
This is
Would
what I
you
want.
agree that once you start with tats, very often you stick with the same tattoo artist, and with tattoos of this magnitude, you would
Absolutely.
remember doing it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Have you ever been approached by law enforcement to identify a tattoo?
Yes, I have. About 25, 30 years ago, I was approached by FBI. They were trying to identify some of the victims,
Whoa.
which happened to be prostitutes, or we could say sex workers. This specific killer, serial killer,
Spit it out.
the police had pulled over
God, this guy.
him in his pickup
Gosh,
truck. They
sorry.
found a decapitated body, which led them to more bodies in the Far Rockaway, Brooklyn area. But my studio in Manhattan was one of
Use your
the
words.
prevalent studios, so they
So
came
far.
to me to see if I could identify any of these women.
My sleeve took 3 years of little sessions. I used the same artist this whole time.
Could you?
Wow.
I did not recognize the particular tattoos, although another artist, I felt it was
Hey,
more
Google
his
Fisher, good
style.
night.
Interesting. And here is the $1 million question. Let me rephrase the $1.2+ million question. You've looked at the sliver of tattoo.
Mm.
What do you think it is? Is it a cross? Is it a flower? Is it a demon? Is it a dragon? Is it a creature like you've got on your neck? What is it?
Well, we can tell it's not geometric. It's kind of wavy lines. The prevalent type of
That
imagery.
is similar. Did I say thank you? If not, thank you.
These
And then thank you for
people
becoming a
get,
First Wave member. Appreciate that.
Catholic imagery, memorials to deceased gang members or family members.
I know,
Most
right,
likely
Robert?
It's
If it's
saints,
tattoos, you gotta cut. It came from the
clouds,
pen.
roses, these kind of images that memorialize family members or gang members who become like family members to these people.
So many. A certified forensics expert with a certain expertise in Tattoos, author of Forensic Science, Applications to Death and Crime Scene Investigation, and more. Jeffrey, thank you for being with us. Now that you have soaked in everything that Rosa had to say, as well as studied the tattoo sliver, I want to hear all your thoughts.
You came to the right forensic analyst, Nancy. I love tattoos.
Does look
First
like
of
a
all,
shot.
usually I'm on the show with a long sleeve shirt and tie for that very reason. So if you look at my arms, I've got little dead bodies, chalk outlines. I've got dinosaurs. I've got DNA all up and down my arms. I've got Jurassic Park, a little bit of everything. Crime scene tape around my wrist. And my tattoos are very special to me. It's things that I enjoy, things that are personal about my life. But you notice that my tattoos end a couple of inches above my wrist, and I do that for a very specific reason. I don't have any on my neck. I don't have any on my wrist. And that's because when I go into a courtroom or when I'm out at a crime scene, I want to appear more professional. So when you start looking at tattoos that are lower down on the hands and wrists, you start thinking about the people that get these tattoos. And they are people like your tattoo artist said, provided excellent information, by the way. They might have been in prison. They might be parts of gangs. They are most likely not testifying as a professional in court. So that's more of the like the psychiatric analysis or the behavioral analysis, just figuring out what type of person might have this tattoo. Now, you then have to create a link from identifying the type of person that has the tattoo to the specific person that has the tattoo. And this tattoo being visible now can provide you a forensic link or a positive ID on not only a person, but connecting them to this crime scene. And so you have to think about how are you going to figure out, first of all, what this tattoo is, and then how are you forensic link or a positive ID on not only a person, but connecting them to this crime scene. And so you have to think about how are you going to figure out, first of all, what
I agree,
this tattoo
Teresa.
is, and then
I
how
agree.
are you going to identify this person?
This looks
And I think
professional.
you're on the right track with talking to tattoo artists, like your guests, because those are the people that are going to be able to identify these specific, unique tattoos. I have personally investigated cases where, as a death investigator, I have identified bodies with tattoo. And you have to get a little creative. One case that I had in particular, it was a man that was found out in a river, and he'd been in the river for, I don't remember if it was days or weeks, but his body was severely decomposed. But he had a really unique tattoo on his body. And so during the death investigation, we were not able to identify fingerprints. We couldn't identify this person with dental records. So what I did is I took pictures of this unique tattoo and put it out in the news. And literally within a couple of hours, you had family calling and saying that they believed that that was their relative that was found. So that's the first step, is trying to figure out who this person is, who they possibly are. But then the second part is physically matching that tattoo up with the person.
Look how big, full the backpack is.
Resources available, especially now with AI and all these online.
Hold on, let me grab my grab my chargers.
To enhance the tattoo photograph as much as possible, put it into some kind of photograph recognition software and generate some leads. The other option is, like we talked about, putting it out in social media. Your guests, your viewers, all of the people that are interested in this case are going to be a tremendous resource, because I might see it as maybe being a snake or a skull or part of the name, but your tattoo artist or one of your guests who does a lot of research might see it as something completely different. And so we have to start generating leads, and it's going to come from the public and people that are familiar with tattoos, like your tattoo artist. Most tattoo artists have a specific style, like your guest talked about. So I would get this tattoo photograph out to as many local tattoo artists as possible and see what they can tell you. Every little is going to help. And then social media, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, get those tattoo pictures out there and see what people can come up with. Because once you have some leads, then you can kind of start narrowing down suspects. Also, anytime somebody is contacted by the police, whether it be an arrest or just a contact, police are generally going to document tattoo information. And it's going to be very general when it's documented in police records, but you can search that. I've identified victims of crimes and deceased people with just basic tattoo information, and I've done so very quickly out at crime scenes. So if it's visible on hand, like say for example, the police made contact with this person in the past, if it's visible on the hand, that should be documented somewhere in police records.
Absolutely, based on the gang database information, not only with the feds, and of course, TAG, Tattoo and Graffiti, subspecialties, a very elite crew within the FBI at Quantico that analyzes not only graffiti, but more often tattoos, and that is put in a data bank. Even Arizona, the state, has a gang and tattoo data bank. Right now, the FBI doing much of what Gentry is describing for us tonight.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers, and that God is lifting her even in this moment, in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help.
Whoa.
Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock, trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement.
Right, but okay, so she's asking everybody, like, if we see something, do this, do that, but then the neighbors are like, nah, you guys need to get out of here.
We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
Also, in addition to a team of experts analyzing the tattoo, the behavioral body language of the porch guy, and more, reams of video is being...
Remember that neighbor? She was like, I was like, yeah, your neighbor just got kidnapped, so I'm doing investigation. And she's like, or I'm doing independent journalism. And she's like, kidnapping, all right. Yeah, she was like, nah, I don't know. She was like,
analyzed and categorized. Now we see Pima County Sheriff.
It's like an inconvenience, man.
For help. Take a look at what they have posted. It says it is an urgent request for all neighbors and people in the area, not necessarily just neighbors. We saw what happened when the radius was limited to just 2 miles. A glove popped up beyond 2 miles, and video has popped up that could be significant. Pima County Sheriff's Department evidence submission portal. Dave Mack, Crime Stories investigative reporter, what is it?
A new website created specifically for the public to send in their video, the security video from cameras, ring cameras, any video, any pictures they have. It's been mentioned that in the neighborhood where this took place, we have some security video from...
Guys, take a good look at this perp. Take a look at this freaking POS of a human being. All right, he's still out there. He's still out there. We'll be sending in some videos. They're not ring cam videos, but we'll squeeze in some videos in there.
Ring cameras, any video, any pictures they have. It's been mentioned that in the neighborhood where this took place, we have some senior citizens that might not be as adept with electronics and transferring video. This makes it very, very simple. They click one button and can upload their video, so the law enforcement investigators can actually see video for the first time in some cases that might lead to a solution.
Straight out to Scott Eicher joining us, digital forensics expert, founding member of the FBI Cellular Analysis Survey team on the homicide squad at Norfolk, Virginia for over a decade, now with precision cellular analysis. You're seeing this video supplied to us by our friends at Fox. Scott Eicher, what do you make of the plea? And we have seen, at first, Nano stated that the video we were just showing Scott of the cars racing by around the time that Nancy goes missing, that was unrelated and didn't matter. Now it turns out to be one of the single most important pieces of evidence.
Wait. So is it or is it not important, man? Hold on a minute. We gotta check this out again.
You make of the plea, and we have seen. At first, Nano stated that the video we were just showing Scott of the cars.
Remember that? Look at that.
Around the time that Nancy goes missing, that was unrelated and didn't matter. Now it turns out to be one of the single most important pieces of evidence.
Holy.
Next to the porch guy video. Now, an urgent
What is going
request
on with people?
for video submissions. What do you make of it, Scott Eicher?
As the investigation continues and kind of morphs one way or the other, you start wanting to get video from several different aspects. Now we have the cars going by the cactus there in late in the night around the time she went missing. Now they're going to expand out further, saying, hey, we want more video in this area. The more the better, right? I mean, if it's not related, we'll figure that out later, but please get us the video now so it doesn't get lost before it's...
So they're saying that the video now, that they were saying that it's not relevant, it is relevant now? I mean, man. Oh my goodness, man. This investigation is like, you want to give like, you just want to give them like, hey, come on, you know, like let's like cheer them on, like let's go, you got this. And it's like stuff like this, it's just, it makes the public not give you I don't know, like that respect, or I don't know, that yeah, contradiction after contradiction. There, that's a good way to put it. I'll leave it at that. Yes, facts, contradiction after contradiction.
So we can have that data and use it later on when we need it.
Also joining us, in addition to Scott Eicher, former Fed with the FBI, is Brian Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons is Director of Operations at USPA Nationwide Security that leads a team of
confidence. Like, you want to have confidence
world,
in them.
Extractions from Mexico in finding missing people. Former Marine, Iraqi
All right, Mike
War
Jetson,
vet.
thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I want to talk to you about video submissions and how they have cracked cases in the past, Fitzgibbons. First of all, just off the top of my head, is Brian Koberger. After 4 students were killed, a clerk at a...
No, I would not be going to Nancy's anymore. Late night or nighttime. I'm not gonna do it. So it's not me out there if you guys see a white truck.
Local gas station convenience store took it upon herself to wade through hours of video. She sees a white Elantra speed by the intersection, which was near the King Road address, one of the only ways to get to it, I might add. She gets it. She tells law enforcement, and they first become aware of a white Elantra. They put out the word.
No, I know, I get it. You know, it just sucks, but it just sucks that, you know, the neighbors are just at that point, and I get it. So I'm just not gonna. I don't want to deal with that stuff.
White Elantra to all local law enforcement, including Washington State University, Pullman, the campus security. Go through their records, who's registered here with a white Elantra, and the name Brian Koberger pops up for the first time. Then this neighborhood surveillance video catches the white Elantra
I'll check my email.
at least 7 times, circling the area. Bam! Busted. Then, of course, there is the case surveillance to all local. She gets it. She tells law enforcement, and they first become aware of a white Elantra. They put out the word white Elantra to all local law enforcement, including Washington State University, Pullman. The campus security go through their
Checking my
records,
email right now,
registered
guys.
here with a white Elantra, and the name Brian Koberger pops up for the first time. Then this neighborhood surveillance video catches the white Elantra at least 7 times, circling the area. Bam! Busted.
Hey, that's pretty
Then,
cool.
of course, there is the case of the so-called glam yoga instructor, Caitlin Armstrong.
That's cool. Look at that.
Circling the murder
Let's
scene.
go.
She goes in and murders her love rival.
That's
a
awesome.
World champion dirt bike
Isn't that
racer,
cool?
a woman who Armstrong suspected of stealing her boyfriend. Completely untrue. But dead body. She's caught on surveillance video. Then, of course, we have to mention Molly Tibbetts, a beautiful young
So
co-ed,
cool.
studied all day, goes out for a
Oh, that was
jog.
cool. That was worth it.
But
That was
she's
worth it. Thank you. Hey, thank
by a
you.
dark-colored SUV.
Who sent me this
They keep
again?
following her. When she threatens to
Let's
call
see.
911, the perp kills her. And buries her body in a
In
cornfield.
Jonaland. Thank you so much.
He's identified through distinct markings on the side of his vehicle. What do you make, Fitzgibbons, of the Pima County Sheriff's now urgent request for residents, neighbors, and more to submit their video?
Yeah, first I'll say that website, the portal they have, is perfect. It's very simple and easy for anybody to upload their video. And Scott Eicher hit the nail on the head. Time is of the essence right now. Anybody in that greater Tucson area that has any video,
It's the one. It's somebody in
on
the
or
chat.
around the date that Nancy
Raise your hand.
disappeared, it's important that they get to this site and upload it, and let the experts, let the analysts go through it and figure out if it's valuable or not. But anything on or about that time of her disappearance could potentially have value and could potentially help break the case.
Hi, guys. Nancy Grace here. Please join us on...
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. I shouldn't make fun of her. I like Nancy Grace. No nonsense.
The headline with real... You can see her on Peacock. She's
Guys.
the author of Deal Breakers, and you can now psychoanalyst.
Guys, there's 1,000,002 and some change. All right, call it in. If you guys are out there and you guys know anything about Nancy Guthrie, please call it in. All right, there's the number. 1-800-CALL-FBI. That's 1-800-225-5324. And then you could remain anonymous, all right, at 520-882-7463. Come on, guys. All right. This is America's grandma. This is Nancy Guthrie. I mean, this could be any grandma out there. And this guy's still out there. And it might be him or anybody, it could be more than one person. So these people need to get off the street, okay? They're still out there. So please, 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 I'm like begging you guys, man. If you guys know anything related to the case that is directly, whoever's directly involved, just call it in and you can remain anonymous. It's that simple, guys. It's gone long enough, and just call it in. No questions asked, and that's it. Walk away.
Of the California jurisdiction. You can see her on Peacock. She is the author of Deal Breakers, and you can find her at drbethanymarshall.com. Dr. Bethany Marshall, the FBI and local law enforcement.
Oh, let me
has
look
kept
at the
close to
gifted
vest
memberships.
the ransom notes. I'm not sure why, but it seems to me
Thank
that a
you
lot could
for
be
pointing
gleaned
that.
from the ransom notes. And let me just throw out the example of Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. His manifesto, remember, it was finally published in the New York Times. Once it was published, and he terrorized our country for decades, murder meant nothing to him. His brother recognized.
Thank you, Concan, for gifting a membership. And who got that membership? Was it let me see, who was it? Let me see. It doesn't show me on this app right here. The phone that I'm using, this phone right here, it doesn't show me for whatever reason. So make sure you guys let me know. Like the person in the chat, let me know. I don't ever want to skip you guys' support for the channel. Let's see who got it. Do you guys know who got this? Oh, Jaina, you got it. That's cool. Look at that. That's amazing. All right, right on. Thank you, Concan. Thank you, guys.
Certain vernacular phrases, phraseology in the manifesto. He said, that's got to be my brother, for Pete's sake.
In
then there's
Jonaland.
BTK, bind, torture, kill, Dennis Rader. He taunted the, oh my goodness, there he is dressed up in the victim's clothing. Freak. He taunted law enforcement.
Trigger warning.
And media.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
He taunted the, oh my goodness, there he is dressed up in the victim's clothing. Freak. He taunted law enforcement and media with these typewritten notes. Idiot. Of course, the typewriter can be tracked back to a certain typewriter, even not just with the keys with an older model, but with a ball type, such as found on the IBM Selectra. You can get it from the ribbon in a Selectra. So the use of a typewriter, in
it's
our
BTK,
case,
BTK.
the use of email.
Another POS.
The content of those ransom letters could tell me a lot. This video from our friends at IBM. And of course, there's John Benet Ramsey, for Pete's sake. Who says hints?
And that's what I'm saying with the BTK killer. He would dress up and he would reenact in his victims' clothing and reenact the way they were positioned, the way he killed them. These people are just depraved. They're beyond the pale. They don't think like we do. You know what I mean? They're just, they have no soul. They have no remorse. They don't have that type of relationship with human beings that we do with one another. I mean, they take it to another level where they don't care about human life. It's nothing to them.
Who do you know, except me occasionally, that uses the word hence? Hence. That's what the ransom letter said. So why are they keeping it close to the vest, and what can we learn from the ransom letter, Dr. Bethany?
You know, Nancy, those ransom notes are a treasure trove of information. For instance, the BTK killer was a very rigid, regimented guy. Remember, he was a local dog catcher. He would measure everybody's grass on their lawns to make sure it didn't grow too much.
These are really?
The
Wow.
way he wrote the typewritten ransom note reflects those characteristics because it's very rigid, very small type. But moving on to Nancy Guthrie, it can tell us what the intent or the motivation of the kidnap is. For instance, if the motivation is simply money, then the ransom note is going to be fairly short with very detailed information about how to send the money. However, if it's more like a kidnap because somebody is stalking Nancy, because they're obsessed with her, they're obsessed with Savannah or maybe one of the other siblings, then there's going to be more of a manifesto type quality. These people, stalkers love to write about it. They love to talk about it. So in this case, we would see somebody putting a lot of information into that ransom note. Nancy, there are also what I call affectations. These are verbal flourishes that people use to make what they're talking about appear way more important than it really is. And I tend to think of criminals as being rather narcissistic, shallow, empty people who have to prop themselves up, so they would be more likely to use an affectation.
Good night, Miss Dizzle. Good night, Renee.
The misuse of a big word.
Thank you for stopping by.
That makes them feel like they're very smart, and they misuse that word all the time. So, and the public is going to be fascinated. One other quick thing, Nancy, it's important to know what the writer of the note saw in Nancy Guthrie's room that could be verified? Because is it something that any would see, like a kidnap for ransom, or is it something that a stalker would see, like maybe a family photograph, or maybe, I hate to say it, a pair of underwear, a pair of stockings, something
Jeez.
highly personal that the kidnapper would want to have control over in order to gain proximity to the victim.
Bethany, point well taken. The video we were just showing is from our friends to the Today Show. To Brian Fitzgibbons, what do you make of law enforcement holding on to the ransom notes? And remember, there were threats to Nancy Guthrie in there. Now, one theory is that the description of the inside of her home was given because they could no longer offer
the church.
proof of life. They could not send a photo or a video
We can look tomorrow.
of Nancy Guthrie to show proof of life. That's one train of thought. But there were threats against Nancy and details regarding the inside of her home. So why not release the ransom notes? Fitzgibbons, you've got a theory.
Yeah, so first of all, the FBI doesn't do things because they have nothing to lose. They do things when they have something to gain. And in this case, I believe we do know quite a bit about the ransom notes that were sent to the media outlets, that they were delivered via email. They were not that long. The writing wasn't that long. And similar to Ted Kaczynski, his manifesto released by the FBI in 1995 had over 35,000 words. So the FBI was very confident in that case that someone might be able to identify his ideology, his writing style, things that he was saying in that long, detailed manifesto. In John Benet Ramsey's case, this was a handwritten letter, okay, that someone may be able to identify the handwriting, the way that words join together. So I think in this case, it's that the FBI has determined that they don't have anything to gain. There may be a chance that copycat demands are sent out if that's released, and that it distracts from the momentum of the case.
Joining us now, Jeffrey Gentry, forensic certified analyst with quite the expertise with law enforcement and tattoos, obviously. But Jeff, what do you make of them refusing to release his ransom note? Or any of them, providing they are in fact connected?
A lot of times when there is a police investigation and there is something specific that the police do not want to release, it's usually because it's unique, and it can be a unique identifier of this suspect. So say, for example, the suspect mentioned something that nobody else would know or nobody else would say. You don't want to just release that information to the public, because then everybody's going to know it. So when they start questioning this suspect, when they catch them, they want to be able to ask them about this specific information that maybe no one else would say or nobody else would be able to identify. That way they can know that they have the right person. So there's usually a reason that you don't release this information to the public. And that's usually why. You want to have something in your pocket to be able to ask these people that is going to trigger a reaction and be able to be used as a unique identifier when they apprehend this suspect. So that's my theory on why they're not releasing this information to the public, because they have something specific that they're going to be able to use to identify this suspect when they catch them.
If you know or think you know anything about the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, please dial toll-free 800-225-5324. Or if you wish to remain anonymous, 520-882-7463. There is a $1.2+ million reward for information leading to the whereabouts of Nancy Guthrie. An arrest, much less a conviction, is not required. $1.2+ million.
Dang.
Thank you to our guests joining us tonight, but especially to you for helping us keep the search for Nancy Guthrie alive. Nancy Grace signing off for tonight.
Dang, that was a good episode. Very good episode. Yeah, I think the tattoos. I called it. I was like, look, it's because you have to just look at what the FBI, law enforcement, is doing. You can kind of put some things together. You can kind of put uh, the pieces a little bit, the pieces together, and man, wait, what? Mark, do you know about the guy from the? Oh yeah, he was the colonel. Yeah, Canada. That dude was weird. But yeah, I'm gonna get some rest, guys. I'm gonna call it a day because the Airbnb is I gotta figure something out. So I'm gonna pack up my stuff, and I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was gonna say, but I'm gonna pack up my stuff, and I don't want to stay there, So I'll be going in live tomorrow morning now that I got all my stuff uh, kind of figured out, and probably go live tomorrow morning since things are changing out here, and I'll see if I can wake up early now that I have the battery and now that the truck's running. So yeah, I'm still in Arizona. Keeping hope alive, and we'll see what happens, man. I feel like we're just like right there to the finish line. Like I feel like there's an arrest right just around the corner, and man, it's just those tattoos is gonna is it's gonna make some people get scared. I think it's gonna scare the perpetrator because it looks like he tried to cover up his tattoos really good, and he just messed up by trying to put cover up the ring camera. There's always that X factor, the third motion, or the third, like, there's always that X factor where the perpetrator leaves something behind. They just anything, there's just anything. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and let me shout out those that helped support the channel today, and everybody, But Cindy Kelson, thank you so much for the 5, and then she did another 5. Thank you so much, Cindy. And then Tatted Silverback became a first web member, and then he donated a $4.99 saying, digging your channel, brother. Stay safe out there. Yeah, thank you. I will for sure. And then Abuelita's Journey $4.99. Thank you. Did you show find anything? The photo of the bloody spats, Comforter, and Walker. You finding good leads. Thank you for searching. Absolutely. Thank you guys for tuning in. Another episode of Mark the Shark over here, true crime, and live on scene. And we'll see what happens, man. But I feel like we're just like right there, like not far from answers. But again, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And thoughts and prayers for the Guthrie family. Can't imagine what they're going through, and let's hope that they find answers. So you guys have a good night. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.